Hi everybody and welcome to the Mental Toughness and Body Show. My name is Rob Evans and I'm your weight loss coach, health strategist and internationally published author, helping take your mindset, your life, your business, your body, your health from where you are right now to being unstoppable. Today's topic is resilience. Now, I'm about to start reading a book from the co-founder of Isagenix, Kathy Coover, and she's just written a book called Resilience, and I've just got a copy of it, and I thought I'd give it a read. I mean, her and her husband, and now passing it over to their son. It's still a family-owned business, family-run business. I love the culture within the business. I love their principles, their philosophies to producing the most ethically produced products with the best nutrients in the world. I just love that. And when I can feel the products through my own body, it's just fantastic. Now this is, I don't know, I think they're like a $7 or $8 billion a year company. It's quite amazing. And so I thought, this lady knows a lot about resilience, so let's have a read of it. So I haven't started reading it yet, but it got me thinking, because it just arrived today, and it got me thinking about what does resilience mean to me, because I haven't bothered to look up the definition of resilience, but I thought about, so how would I relate resilience? Because especially in this time that we're living in COVID, still, we're living in the tightest, toughest restrictions in the world right now, where in my hometown, restrictions are being extended. They're going to be announcing some more financial relief for some businesses within the next few days, and people are really suffering. And I'm playing my part in helping people with their health and wellness, but some people are just really, really doing it tough. And I consider myself to be resilient. And so I was thinking about what would be my definition. So I would say that resilience comes down to focus, it comes down to discipline, it comes down to work ethic, and to me that equals resilience and results. So again, focus plus discipline plus work ethic equals that resilience and results. So let's take that one at a time. So focus, for me, if I think about what we're going through right now, I am very focused. I'm focused on what I need to get done. I've focused on a COVID strategy. I've broken that further down into other plans, like a social media strategy that I've developed. I've created a timeline on when I need to be achieving things by. I'm focusing on what does it mean for me and my clients right now? What's it going to mean as we go through the crisis, as it extends? What's it going to mean on the other side of this as we come out of it? Because in the space that I work, there's going to be a huge boom at the other side at some point, whether it happens straight away, whether it happens over time, but there's absolutely going to be a huge boom, because in my town, if we keep continuing on the projection out of this that we are right now, I won't be able to open my physical premises this year. And that will be 9 months that it's been closed. 9 months. Now, you can't close a business's premises for 9 months and it not have some kind of impact on people. So I'm fortunate in the financial position that I am, that I'm able to keep on running the business, doing what I'm doing, and I've pivoted, and I'm using the stream services and introduced new coaching services that people are picking up as well. And I'm introducing a bunch of free services as well to help people genuinely get out of this. I'm sure there'll be some goodwill as a result of doing, providing all these free services as well. But I'm very focused every day. I'm focused on growing myself. I'm focused on making myself stronger and better every day. I'm focused on improving my health and my wellness, and still staying focused on my own personal body and health transformation this year. I'm focused on making sure that I don't drop the ball and that I don't give up, and that the thought of giving up has never crossed my mind. All I'm thinking about is, okay, great, I've got some more time now to be able to grow these things that I've wanted to grow, to create something bigger and better for the future. So I'm very focused. Every single day I get up, I know what I'm going to be working on, because before I go to bed, I create a plan for what I'm going to work on the next day, which is a component of my COVID strategy. And it's working really well. I have so much work to still do. We could be closed for the rest of the year, and I still have so much work to do, because I'm passionate about doing these things, creating more content, creating more products and services, and just doing more, being more for everybody else out there, making it beyond myself. And it's just about making other people successful. So I'm really, really focused. So I think that is a key part of it. So I don't stop and think about the other stuff that's really going on, even though I talk about it on the podcast and stuff, so that I can give you an insight as to what I'm going through, what the community is going through, and you might be able to relate to it, to say, well, actually, yeah, that's a good point. I can do this. I can improve myself. But it doesn't allow me space to be negative about it, because I'm just focused on the upside, not the downside. The next point is about discipline. And anyone can do anything for a period of time. Like if you look at your health and wellness, people can get up early for a few days to go and do their early morning exercise. They can eat healthy for a few days before maybe they feel like they can go back to the old ways because of whatever messages they're sending them to themselves. But to do something for much longer, so 90 days, beyond 90 days, I mean, this particular podcast, we're up to about day 64, I think. My other Rob Evans 365 podcast, I just recorded day 804 on that, 804 days in a row of recording that podcast. Now I do 2 podcasts a day, as well as all the other coaching and functions that I perform. And that requires discipline. It requires the desire to keep moving forward. Now, why do I keep doing the things that I do? Because I've attached a greater purpose for doing them than just doing the task. I see that when it comes to my body transformation, I see that the exercise that I'm doing, recording each set that I do, recording the weight, recording how I feel after each workout, recording every single meal in detail as to what I'm eating, recording how much sleep I get, how much water I drink, the supplements that I'm taking every single day, the energy that I have, the mood that I'm in each day. I record all those things because it's important for my journey to see how am I going. I take the photos every week so that I can see how are the changes tracking, how is what I'm doing giving me the result that I need. And this is how high performance people have, high performance sports people, high performance business people. There's always checks and balances in place, having all the details, the T's crossed and the I's dotted, so that you can accurately assess how are you tracking, how are you going. And that requires discipline. I can do it because I've attached a greater purpose for why it is that I'm doing those things. I know what I'm shooting for towards on the 19th, 72 days to go. I know what I'm aiming for. And I know if I want to be the physical best me that I've ever been before, I have to stay the course. And I stay the course because the reward at the end of that is, wow, look what I have been able to accomplish. Look how great I am. Look how great I feel. look how great I look, and I've never been able to do this before, but now I am. And that is exciting. That's really exciting. So discipline is something that, combined with your focus, is a key part of resilience. And the last part is about the work ethic. I mean, discipline, work ethic, you can say, oh, well, they're similar. Well, in my interpretation, you can be disciplined so you can want to do the work, but being able to consistently do it, having that work ethic to do it for hours and hours and hours a day, that's really important. So I was watching a documentary earlier today, and it was about how they're saying Japan is the hardest working people in the world. And they said that they work about 1,700 hours average a year, whereas in the UK it's about 1,200. Within, I think it was Germany, somewhere in Europe was about 1,500. And I thought, okay, so I did some calculations. Now I work about 4,000 hours a year, which sounds ridiculous, I know. When you put it in context of if Japan is on average the hardest working people in the world, then they don't have anything on my work ethic. And I think when you're so conditioned to not just be staying at your desk or just working long hours, but you're actually working productively, working productive hours, then that is really powerful. Because you can just be present, but if you're present and productive, then that's a completely different story. So for me, I think when you're focused, when you're disciplined, so you know why you're doing what you're doing, you've got a greater purpose for it, you've got a fantastic work ethic, then it doesn't matter what's going on around you, you are getting the job done. You're focusing on growth. You're focusing on not only doing what you need to get done, but you're focusing on the future. You're focusing on taking care of other people. You're focusing on the bigger picture of not just you and money or whatever it is that you need right now. You're still focused on helping other people. And if I think about the Let's Move Cardinia initiative that I launched yesterday, for me, the driving force there has nothing to do with money and everything about giving and giving back to people and giving to my community. And if I could do it for the whole globe, I mean, honestly, if you're on the other side of the world and you want to jump in on our 6 a.m. classes on Tuesday and Saturday, then I'm not going to be checking postcodes or anything like that. You can jump on board. Just go to letsmovecardinia.com and you can get involved. You can come and join our classes for free. It's about just helping people's physical and mental health during the worst pandemic that hopefully we ever lived through. But if I can have an impact there, then fantastic. Now, if I'm focusing on all those things and I'm consistently working on all of those things that are helping others, finding ways to help other people, I don't worry about what I'm personally going through. I don't worry about it. And I'm not doing it because if it's a distraction. I'm doing it because it's the right thing to do. And the rest will come. You keep doing the right thing. You do, you maintain your focus. You are doing things that are, true to you. Then if the money's going to come, you just help other people, and the rest will take care of itself. Trust me. That's how it's worked out for me in the past. It's just that right now we're obviously going through a different time where I'm probably doing more free things for people than I've ever done before, because so many people are hurting so badly and they need help. Obviously, I have my paying clients as well, but I'm doing more free things for people because it just feels like the right thing to do. I'm in the position to be able to do it, and if I can help more people, then I'm sure that's going to come back to me at some point in some form in the future. but it just feels good to be able to be helping people. So I know that there are times when we want to give up and we say, man, I can't keep doing this. I can't hold on for too much longer. I'm in too much pain. I'm hurting. COVID has just completely changed the way that we live, and it will continue to do that for some time to come. I think here in Australia, despite us being in the toughest lockdown of anywhere else in the world, I think Australia will come out of this pandemic quicker than other parts of the world just because of our lower case numbers. But who knows? I mean, if there is this vaccine that comes by, then I think that's going to be a huge thing for the globe, because they'll just, disseminate or distribute the vaccine to millions and millions of people around the world, and then people will then feel comfortable about travelling and stuff. It'll be just like the flu, I guess, and it'll allow us to open much quicker. So maybe these other countries have the balance a little bit better than we do, because they're trying to not crucify livelihoods and economies at the same time. So we are trying to save lives at the expense of livelihoods and the economy right now. And we'll see what the long-term impacts of that are. They're announcing, as I said, this apparently it's going to be huge, another huge package to support businesses and people. I don't know where the money's coming from. I mean, goodness, they've put so many billions of dollars into the economy to try and help people survive, including myself. I've been a recipient of them, and I'm grateful for that. But you can't keep doing it forever. Hopefully this is the last wave of support that they have to give, and we can start to open up again over the next little bit. We'll see the next few months. So we have to stay the course. We have to remain resilient. And I think if you focus on those three components that I've been talking about, then you're not staying distracted from what's really going on around you, but you're just focused on something else, a greater purpose, and you're working towards something that's truly meaningful. And a lot of people aren't doing that. And they're probably the ones that are out protesting, if I'm completely frank. We have got protesters here protesting about the lockdown. And you look at the suburbs where they're protesting, and you just wonder, I wonder what they do, I wonder what their careers are, I wonder what they want to leave as their legacy. They probably don't have these high-level goals and that level of focus that you and I do. So I think that's your ticket, resilience. That's what it means to me. Focus plus discipline plus work ethic not only equals resilience, but it also equals results. You do those things consistently, and you watch how your life changes. It certainly had a big impact on my life. And if I look back even 2 years ago, maybe even 3 years ago I was certainly different, but 2 years ago, it's like, wow, how much I've changed from then to now. I think, gee, how would I have coped 2 years ago? And I mean, you don't know. You can't go back and relive it, but I know that I'm certainly in a way better mindset, a better place right now to be able to cope with it than I ever have been before. And that's all because of the little things that I do every single day to improve myself. If I can do it, you can do it. Have a great day wherever you are in the world. I'll see you tomorrow.